So I've been reading through Genesis in my quiet times recently. As you can tell, I've been getting a lot out of it. But today we were finishing off chapter 6 and starting chapter 7, and I just wanted to share a couple thoughts that I had on it. If you want, go read chapter 6, 17 through 7:10. Starting strong, in verse 17, it says, "I'm going to bring floodwaters on the earth and destroy all life under heaven." And it really brought me to the fact God told Noah to obey before he explained how. And in our life, he will give us directions and he'll tell us to obey before he actually reveals what his plan is, because we can't know his plan right off the bat. And then if you also read chapter 6 a bit more, through 11 through 17, it goes very in depth of how God wanted him to build the ark. And I wrote down, God is so clear with instructions. When he gives directions, homeboy gives the directions. Taking it to chapter 7, verse 1, it says, "Then the Lord said to Noah, 'Go into the ark, you and your whole family, because I have found you righteous in this generation.'" And it just really pointed out the fact Noah was righteous. Therefore, his entire family was saved. Your righteousness affects your kids, affects your whole family. I don't have kids yet, but my standing with God is going to affect them, good or bad. And then just a question that I wrote down, Noah found favor with God because of his faithful obedience. So where do I need to be obedient today? Side note, if you want, just pause the video and answer these questions to yourself. Taking it to verse 6, it says, "Noah was 600 years old when the floodwaters came on the earth." So my commentary, The War Life Quiet Time, really good, I recommend it, not sponsored. 2 Peter 2:5 talks about how Noah was a preacher, which means for 120 years, Noah was telling people that the flood was coming, and people still didn't repent. That's how hard their hearts were. And we also know that in the last days, that's how hard people's hearts are going to be still. I mean, signs were all around. Noah's building a huge boat, and it's never rained before. You could tell, but people still would not turn from their wicked ways. But the most encouraging thing was the fact that Noah did not let that distract him. The fact that people were ignoring it, he didn't let it distract him. He focused on the task that God gave him of building the ark. And so one question you really need to ask yourself, and that I asked myself, is what task do I need to focus on right now? And what am I allowing to distract me from completing that task? Y'all, these are just a couple thoughts that I've been getting, but Genesis is cooking. I've read it so many times, and every time I read it, I'm like, Lord, show me something new, and he does not fail to deliver. So definitely answer these questions. Tell me what you think, or if you got something different out of it.